Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad to see you enjoying your feed. Looking at all your posts.
uh, what a way to wake up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. And you have worked with Prince Yashua.
Yep.
Oh my God! Now, before working with him, do you know how much of a legend that he was?
Wait, I'm having a hard time hearing
I'm
you
sorry.
a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, I had to put my face close to the phone. I said, did you know that you was working with a legend? You had worked with him, and how was it working with Joshua?
Yeah, so I have a friend who's a friend of Prince, and so he kind of made the intro between us, and that's actually I live in Arizona, so that's the whole reason I went out to Vegas was to do a quick little shoot with Prince. It was just kind of like a low key, just us, nothing big production or anything like that. And but it was all because of um, this friend of mine named Marcus the Bull. He's on Twitter, and that man has just done a lot of good networking for me. For some reason, he just believes in me. So he got it all hooked up, and Prince was awesome. He was great, super high energy, super, super nice. Just, yeah, respectful, all the things, really nice, and kind of showed me a little bit. So really, I haven't done a lot of shooting. So he's like, oh, you got to kind of angle your body. It's like it may seem like it's awkward physically, but it looks better on camera.
Oh
So
yeah, that's what I was doing. So,
yeah.
so describe your feelings and your emotions when you walked on set to work, and how many shoots in career wise you was before you worked.
Um. So let's see. I just decided to start in May. So I haven't really been doing much. And when I was in Vegas, I was staying at Playhouse Media. They have uh, this mansion that they do content shoots at. Models can stay at. So Prince actually came to me because he also wanted to check out this place for future shoots that he was going to do. Because I guess they're always looking for different locations and stuff. And this Playhouse Media has a really funky vibe to all of their rooms. Every just has like a totally different look and colors, and so there's lots to choose
Yeah,
from.
that room y'all were in was fire, yo. I just like that background. That shit just looked so hot, and the pictures you took, it just fit.
Yeah, they I guess their style is like art deco. It's lots of big colors, and like their properties on 1.4 acres, so they're just now remodeling it. And so it was really a good actual networking for Prince and Playhouse Media too, because he's been looking for places. So there was a little bit of that when he came on set. He actually drove in from a shoot in LA just to come and shoot with me on my first day into Vegas. The tone he wanted to set the tone for my trip out there to do a bunch of shoots with guys. So I was like, oh, okay, the teacher, he's bringing me in. So um I was excited to meet him, and I knew he was going to be super cool, and he was excited to see the house as well. And then he picked that room, and we got down to business. It was pretty, uh, yeah. It was really super extra professional. It was very personal, so it was nice.
Most definitely, most definitely. So look, let me do the particulars, and we can get this show on the road, if you don't mind.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you have to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and set up a profile today. You can start monetizing you can record, start monetizing your episodes, as well as get them distributed on all the major platforms. All this is for free. My name, of course, is Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka Porn Rap Star. You heard this show, you know what it is. Find all my links, my porn links, my music links, my social media links, all with one link. I'm talking about all my links.com/porn rap star. Find me everywhere with one click. We are sponsored by the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Go there today, get yourself a profile, mingle with keep-minded people like yourself. Even find events in your area you might could attend to continue your journey or start your journey into the life of kink. Also, we are a proud member of the GW District. We're talking about multiple podcasts giving you the Black perspective. Plus, while you on GW District, you also can get some shopping done from over 500 retailers, Black-owned retailers. They're talking about fashion, beauty, health, books, jewelry, you name it, they got it. So go to shopgwdistrict.com. Buy Black, support Black businesses so we can build a Black economy so we can create generational wealth. Plus, every Monday night, I bring that good smoke, baby, on K97FM, the adult radio station, aka the radio station for porn. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday Night Smoke brought to you by the Smokers Lounge, where I interview or chit chat or talk shop with some of the hottest talent in the business, like this sexy lady here. And with that being said, I'm gonna let you introduce herself.
Well, hi, my name is Eliza Rae. I don't know. What else do you want to know?
I got you. I got you. So let's begin at the beginning, shall we? How did you start this?
Yeah, I guess about 5 years ago, I entered into the swinger lifestyle just as a single girl. And so I kind of just explored a lot of that sexual freedom, expression, sex positivity through that lifestyle. But I think even before then, I was definitely in all my relationships, I've liked to be recorded or be a little bit of an exhibitionist or a tease, like trying to push the limits in public or,
So you
really
was a
put
porn
on.
star before you was a porn star, per se.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Really, it just kind of came naturally to me. So at my first swinger party, I was just kind of like a fish to water. And I've always liked, playing in the bedroom and doing different stuff. So as, things just started coming about with like OnlyFans or, well, actually, let me take it back. One of the guys that I was with for a while, we recorded a video and he shared it with somebody with my permission, but that person actually ended up being like a catfish and they put it on Pornhub. And and I tried getting it down for so long, but they didn't. And that ended up getting like 1.3 million views before they actually took it down. And so that kind of, I guess, started my piqued my interest into like, oh, people actually really do like watching me suck big black dick. Cool. I was like, how I can make money doing this shit. I was excited about that. So that kind of started a little bit. Yeah. It was so funny too, because like this person labeled it as Craigslist older woman just loves her young BBC or something like that. And I was like, damn, I'm not even that old. Come on now. Uh, but so it really did actually big of an age gap. So then Marcus, Jackson, who I was talking about, I think he reached out to me maybe like 2 years ago on Facebook and was just like, I don't know, he's been in my corner. He hooked me up with Black Ambush to do hair and makeup for them. And that was kind of maybe the next step of kind of seeing what it was like on set, seeing the production team. I met Isaiah Maxwell, and
Yeah, he's a legend.
yeah, I mean, very much in passing. It wasn't like we had this major um, conversation. He was so nice, just a gentleman. And so I got to chat with a lot of the talent flying in and just kind of chill. And, I wasn't like anxious. So doing their hair and makeup, it was kind of easing them into the scene too. And they liked having like a female hair and makeup artist just to kind of, ease any type of anxieties. So I'm already very comfortable with like that kind of a setting. So that just gave me another insight into it. I actually even met that young kid Jake, who just recently passed away, who was shoot for Black Ambush. So I got to meet some really sweet guys there, and they were like, "Well, if you ever want to shoot, we'd totally love to put you on our MILF thing." And so that also kind of it was just these slow progressions of, I don't know, getting behind maybe like that veil of unknown, that kind of makes you not realize that you could do something like that. And then once you see behind the curtain, you're like, oh, wait, this actually is totally my jam.
That would happen to me one time. I sat in on a shoot. I was already helping girls business, but when I sat in on the shoot, I said, one, I thought it was going to be way more complicated than it was. It wasn't. And then when I did my shoot, I was so.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too, because like at a swinger event, like you're gonna have lots of music and lights and all of that. And the one thing that I did find to be, I think, is like the awkward part is like there's no music in the background because you want the sound to match up if you edit it. And I was like, wait, there's no mood setting like that. It's just like business. But it was good to know that ahead of time.
Good. So the time come for your first shoot, and tell me, who was the talent that you worked with, and what was the conversation before the shoot? Because of course boundaries had to be discussed.
Yeah.
So tell me your feelings going into the first shoot, whether you was nervous, be it that you already been on set and seen what it was, you kind of knew what you was walking into. So when you met your male talent, and you know what I'm saying, how did you start the conversation about your boundaries and the scene and all that good stuff? And what some of the things that he did to help you feel comfortable with doing the scene?
So I'm going to say the first person, so I haven't done anything through an agency. This is all just like content trade for me right now. So it's not like a professional set yet. I mean, yet I'm crossing my fingers that, I'll get my way onto what it is.
Somebody grab you, but don't shoot with a professional company. But technically, you already shoot professionally though, because the style of y'all shooting is professional. So
yes.
To me, you're a professional. But go ahead.
Well, thank you. Yes. Well, I guess it all started. I didn't realize how pivotal Twitter was in really, marketing yourself and getting your name out there. But once I decided to start doing this in May, True Love Hefner on Twitter, he reached out. He's in Vegas and he's like, hey, I'd like to shoot with you. I can drive out to Phoenix and, we can, do a couple different scenes. And I was like, cool, sounds good. So that was really my first content trade shoot. And he, I had a hotel all set up, and he came in, and I was more nervous for that one because I'm like, I really don't know what
Hold
I'm
on, hold on, hold on,
doing.
hold on. Wait. Hold on, I'm gonna stop you for a second. People, did you hear what she just said? Ladies, they do this to you. She said she had a hotel ready. Most of the time, the guy got to buy the hotel. She had the
Oh,
hotel ready. This is a woman that's serious about her business. Go ahead.
oh yeah. Oh yes. I am definitely about my business. That's the other thing is I've heard a lot of people say that people are very flaky, or everybody's super wishy-washy. But for me, if I say I'm about it and we schedule it, that's my word, and I
Yeah.
follow through with it. That reputation, I don't want to have a flaky reputation at all. But anyway, so he um, showed up, and I think he kind of sensed that I was like a little um, maybe reserved. I mean, I'm definitely not like a shy person, but just kind of like watching him get everything set up. But what set my nerves at ease was he just gave me a big hug, and he's like, all right. He's like, cool, you can feel my energy. It's all good. And so, yeah, we just sat and chatted for a little bit, just kind of getting a little to know each other. So it felt less, I don't know, it just put my nerves at ease. And yeah, in every time that I've shot, the guys have always asked up front, okay, what are your do's and don'ts? And usually the vibe just takes you, where you want to go. Most
Mhm.
people are pretty aware of what the other person is putting out there.
Most definitely.
What was the other part of the question?
Good night. I gotta remember what the question was now. I was saying,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
pretty much,
so, but
because you were talking about, I said, but with the boundaries, which you pretty much answered that because y'all pretty much had talked ahead of time
yeah.
and all that good stuff. So, be it that you already gave the boundaries, how did the shoot went and how did you feel afterwards?
Oh, it was great. It definitely, once we got started, I definitely started feeling more performy, like I was getting out of my shell a little bit. So that was fun. But it was a lot of POV. We had a couple tripods set up, and then he was showing me all his equipment. He's got all these lights. He really takes his time to get everything set up just right. So there's lots of different angles. So that was actually very educational for me too, because I'm like, okay, I see um, how he likes to have his video vibe, and so that was nice. And yeah, I felt great. We high fived afterwards. He fucked the shit out of me. It was insane. It was awesome. He has got a great dick too, so
Yeah.
highly recommend. Highly recommend.
And from looking at your feed, you have shot with many heavyweights in the industry. And to Mysterious, Mr. Mysterious. Um, and I know that really feels good because you coming into the industry not being in long, the fact that you're being recognized so much. How did that make you feel coming being a new?
Well, it's kind of crazy. I guess I um yeah, I feel pretty humbled by it, and pretty uh honored that so many guys are like, "Oh yeah, I'll shoot with you. I'll give you um like some content with me, and that'll get you uh more recognition or whatever it is." So, I feel like everybody's been super nice, and they've been like teaching me different things. Everybody kind of has their points that they like to say, hey, make sure when you do a shoot, blah 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 blah. Make sure you get all your content before you leave. I know
Oh,
Richard Mann was so awesome, because he was just like, hey, whenever you get to a shoot, make sure this and this happens before you leave. um, he gave me some really good pointers too, along with Mr. Mysterious, like with production and stuff like that. So I feel like everybody's just so open to giving their experienced advice, and that's really been awesome. But yeah, I feel like kind of it feels crazy that I've been shooting with people who are pretty big names, but it's also exciting. It's like I feel very much at home in that situation.
Yeah, because they always say iron sharpens iron,
Mm-hmm.
period. And like I said, you came in shooting professionally, while other girls came in shooting on an amateur type level with cell phones and stuff like that. So to me, it kind of put you on a different level walking into the business to begin with. Um, so with that being said, once you start getting your content, how did you decide what platforms to put it on, and what did you learn from them about selling your content and gaining customers?
Well, oh gosh, there's so many different sites that I had no idea about. Mr. Mysterious and Richard Mann, they were both like, oh, you got to be on this site, and this site, and this site. So actually, that's what I've been doing this week is just getting those accounts set up. So all I've got is MiniVids and OnlyFans.
Check out X
And
videos.
what's that?
Check out X videos. Shouts out to X
See?
video.
Oh my gosh. See, there's so many more, but I definitely want to have all those multiple streams of income coming in, and I run a business myself personally for my salon, so I understand like business. I understand you got to really invest a lot of time and energy to build that foundation, so eventually you're going to have the big payout. So I'm really definitely putting in a lot of work right now, just trying to, I don't know, just have a solid foundation. So I really took my time before I started. I made sure that I was networked before I did too, so I wasn't just shooting recklessly. I was trying to be very intentional when I first started in May because I wanted to hit the ground running, and which is what happened. And so, um, yeah, I'm not a very midi yet, but I'm starting to.
Mm, okay. Now, being that you also a business owner and you doing this, how do you balance it? Because of course you got to put time into the point as well as your own business.
I get up very early, and I have I have a thing called 30 30 30. So this is what I did for my salon business, and this is what I'm doing for porn now. Is I spend 30 minutes emailing customers per se, or contacts, or networking people, and making sure I'm in communication with them. And then I work on my schedule and just make sure I'm good to go on that. Then I spend about 30 minutes working on the media that I'm going to be posting. Either I'm going to be editing short little teaser clips, or I start to post it. So I go on the different places. So, and then I spend about 30 minutes trying to figure out like learning about the industry.
Mm,
So that I'm in. So whether it's the salon or whether it's porn, um, for salon, I watch hair videos, so I know like I'm up on what's new. And so for porn, I'm just watching other people's content, and I'm, looking at pictures, angles, what works for some girls, what doesn't, and then seeing how I want to do that, how I want to make it my own. Do I want to be a foot person? Do I want to be like known as coined as like a MILF, or do I want to be? I don't really know. So I had somebody ask me the other day, like DFW Knight.
mm.
Um, he was
Love
like,
legends.
"Who was that?"
You just run into legends. It's like that's let me know that you're a future GOAT because all the legends want to have a scene with you. It's kind of fun. You just naming off legends.
I know. They find me. Well, I mean, I'm definitely making sure that
truth be told, you have a look that is so fucking marketable, it ain't even funny. You get what I'm saying? It's like, because it's kind of like this. You look like you've been here before. You feel what I'm coming from? You have to look, the way you move and your look is like a 10-year bet. And you only been in the business for a couple of months. You feel what I'm coming from? They smell that. They're like, wait a second, this girl's a future legend. Let me go ahead and shoot with her now before she gets where I can't catch her. You know?
I really attribute that to Marcus Jackson, Marcus the Bull on Twitter. He just he's the one who really encouraged. I mean, for sure, it's definitely just been me. Like I don't feel like I'm being disingenuous in anything, and if I do anything, it's not. It all comes from my desires, my likes, all of that stuff. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I definitely feel at home within the porn industry.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's an old saying where I'm from. You took to it like a fish took the water.
boy howdy, you know it.
Was swimming like a motherfucker out this bitch. So
that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to swim up in this.
She ain't no guppy no more, people. She's a fucking shark. She's a right about now. She killing.
I definitely I'm excited. I feel like it's good. But DFW, he was like, hey, I ask everybody this, so who are you? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, who are you? What is going to be your thing? Like, how what's your backstory for this porn? You got to really make sure that you've fleshed out whatever this person, Eliza Rae, is, so that you have that. What's that?
He's basically telling you to figure out your brand.
Right, exactly. Like, just make sure that I've got my, I don't know, with everybody, they all have their own little identity, I guess, within the porn industry. So I'm not really sure. I thought it was a great question, but it was also super hard because I'm like, well, I don't know. Am I like this BBC person? Am I like how would I define myself? So I really need to just flesh it out with other people, talk it over, and come to.
I think you come off as Miss Parker. I want to fuck you, Miss Parker, the hot milf in the neighborhood that all guys, all the husbands, all the young sons want to fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So because to me, I think with that, they're able you to not only be with white guys, but also black guys in different type races.
True.
But it's a good thing that you're opened up to, that you do interracial, because interracial is the king right
now. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's sexy. If I'm going to watch porn, it's going to be a BBC gangbang. Like,
have you had one yet?
Oh, okay. So, gosh, 2017, I had this guy set up a gangbang for me, and it was supposed to be 7 guys, and 3 of them no-showed, and and 2 of them got stage fright. So it ended up just being like this MFM, and I was like, well, I've already had this. Ugh, annoying. And then one of the guys bit my ear. So hard it like bled. So I got up and I punched him in the dick because I was like, no, and I left.
Okay, pussy been bit. Now we got a woman ear being bit. And what the fuck? He thought he was Tyson?
I don't really know. Maybe he was trying to be sexy and I moved away and he clenched or whatever. But it was just kind of, I felt like he knew better. So
shoot. Because like I said, to me, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a gangbang, because between probably Richard Mann and his crew, they probably might set one up for you eventually. I'm pretty sure.
From your mouth to the gangbang god's lips. Oh wait, from your lips to their ears. That's it.
Yeah,
wow.
We manifested. Eliza Rae wants an all BBC. And say what again? She wants an
What's
all
that?
BBC.
Oh,
All
gangbang, yeah.
BBC gangbang. And we're manifesting that.
I got my crystals.
See, there you go. See, she already knows about that manifesting. See.
Oh yes. And that's really also it too. Not to get on you, but I definitely think that once you align, like once you're in alignment with who you are, you start to magnetize things and you start to draw the same type of energy. So, everybody that I am shooting with, I want to elevate their energy. I want them to elevate my life, my energy. So it's got to be an equal exchange of energy there.
Now, when guys hit you up, because I always get this with guys, they want to try to break into business. And this is the opportunity for girls to really get their shit off when I ask these questions, because y'all really enjoy this. What a guy has to bring to the table, how he has to approach you, what kind of cachet he has to have in order for him to do content trade with.
Well, that's a good question. I guess for me, what's that?
I said I asked all the good ones.
Well, hey, that's why you got the podcast. I would say now that I've shot with, well, I act like it's been years, and now that I've shot with bigger names, but I see a lot of people talk about, is it going to be beneficial for both of us? Like, if it's going to be just beneficial for them on their part, I probably wouldn't do anything. And I don't know exactly how I suss that out, but just, if they don't even have a Twitter, to me, that makes me very hesitant, because just from my experience on how pivotal it is in networking and promoting your brand and promoting all of your links and all of that stuff, if they don't have that, then to me it's more of like a fan fuck. And that's not like me saying, oh, I've got fans and all that shit, but it's just like, if it's not something that's gonna help bring people to both of our pages, there's that. I don't know. I guess I trust my intuition. Energy can be felt through the internet. Just even through a few messages, you can just tell if like they know what they're doing or not. So thank God I've had so many people take me under their wing and just give me great advice. And so I really know how to, feel out what's real and what's kind of fake.
So now let's move to the real unsexy question, shall we? Because I said I always ask the hard questions. I always ask the unsexy questions.
Did I lose you?
No, you didn't lose me. Can you hear me?
Okay, I got you.
All right. So I'm about to ask you what I call the unsexy question.
Okay.
The question that no one ever wants to talk about. And it's about the business of porn. Now, you being a business owner yourself, you already know about coming in checking numbers. You're already walking into this business for the little bit of time. You probably seen the ups and downs of the payouts, the traffic, the up and down with the money. Some days is good, some days is bad, some months is great, some months is not. Mm-hmm. Speak to the ups and downs of the business that you have seen so far. And when business is down, what do you do to
well, since I am very new, it's not really like I've seen very high ups. I'm just seeing like a very steady, slow growth. And now being from the swinger lifestyle, a lot of couples now are doing OnlyFans Swinger Edition. And so we have a Facebook group for OnlyFans creators, and they'll People would be like, hey, who wants to do shout outs today? Shout out at, what is it, SFS or something like that? Shout outs for shout outs.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, it's really great because everybody's supporting each other's business, and that's really where it's at. Is, you've got to get the followers, you've got to work all the time at it. But I'm used to doing that, so I just kind of add a few more, um, about 20 more minutes to whatever I'm doing, and I'll, on top of hair, then I'll post some other stuff. But for me, like, let's say in the salon world, if I post a selfie on my Instagram page, just my regular vanilla one, I'll get people texting me, oh yeah, I need to get an appointment for hair. And it had nothing to do with hair, but it had everything to do with my vibe. So like the hair industry, it's super saturated with lots of hairstylists. Why do people come to me? Well, it's because of who I am, or how I make them feel about themselves, or the energy, or whatever it is. They see a selfie and they're like, ooh, I want to kind of have that same vibe. I need to go see Shannon. She's going to hook me up. Or Eliza. Damn it. Anyway.
Yeah. We didn't hear that. We didn't hear that.
That's all right. So anyway, as far as what I'm learning in the porn industry is very similar. Throw in a little teaser video, throw in a selfie. That kind of just keeps the traffic going, or it keeps you out there constantly. And people just see you. The more they see you, the more they're interested. Just putting all your links on there. So I don't know. It's very much the same beast. And so I just whatever I'm doing in a day. But I'm kind of ADHD, and I'm always doing different kinds of things. So like even now I'm doing stuff while I'm chatting with you.
Oh, don't feel bad. I'm sitting chatting with you up here promoting and contacting people at the same time with one hand. So I know
exactly. You just gotta have your hands, like 10 hands going at the same time.
Right. Sometimes I feel like I need a personal assistant. I don't think I'm at to the point where I need a personal assistant, but I actually need a personal assistant. I swear to God.
Well, okay. I hope you get one.
Because the editing just for audio, because trust me, because I have to edit video and audio. I had to edit porn videos because I'm retired, so I'm still editing my old videos to make new trailers. And then on top of that, the editing that I got to do for the podcast. So it's kind of like a balancing act, which the next great segue, because you being a business owner, like I said, with you being a business owner, we being business owners, especially porn, we take a lot of what we did and applied it to what we do with the porn. You already mentioned a couple of things. What's some of the other things that you learned being the business owner of a salon that helped you in being the business owner in porn?
I think it's the visibility factor. You just have to constantly have your name out there. You can't let people forget about you. And I also think that it's also, for me, I see a lot of people posting stuff where it's super like it's sexy. It's like, let's say a woman bent over, whatever, but it's very like raunchy and graphic, which is great. Those are two words that are great in porn. But for me, like I know that my vibe is more, I want to give it like an artistic angle, or I want to put a different edit to it, or I want to have a different way of editing my TV. I want it to look to my social media posts and stuff like that. I don't want it just to be like everybody else's.
So you edit your own videos?
Yeah. Which is a lot of work.
I got to give you props, because if the videos that I'm watching on your feed, you edited, you're a damn good editor. I mean, damn,
Thank you.
you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I've got.
because your shit like look like even to the transitions, and then also the way that you do your videos. Have you noticed
You.
that your trailers has given you more traffic? You know what I'm saying, by the way that you do your trailers, because your trailers are very, very well done, I must say.
Thank you. I hope so. I don't know if I've had enough time enough time in the industry to really know for sure because I'm still like I'm not really making money. I'm really doing all that groundwork right now. I'm trying to just have get all my content shot so that I have a lot to if there is to shoot, then I've got stuff to still put out there. So, but yeah, like even a teaser video. I was chatting with Rockardo7. Actually, his Twitter just got disabled or suspended. But he's my buddy from like way before all of this, and we've been in the lifestyle together, and just he's been like a great friend to me for years. So when we were both like, "Oh, we're doing this. Like, you're going hard for this. Okay, all right." So he was actually my second shoot, and he's the one who had other people videotape us, and they had like the 4K video and all of that. So, um, but I was trying to help him figure out like how to do these little teaser videos, and I'm like, they take me about an hour to edit just to make sure I've got like the sound right, the exact little tiny 2-second clip that I want that's going to just pulse through 10 different little 2-second clips. And a lot of time. I was like, I know, but it's worth it. I feel because you
Yeah,
want to have
because
your
perfect. Like
yeah.
because
Thank you.
people don't realize editing does take a lot of time. You
Oof.
know,
Yes.
you might have the video be off. The, the worst thing that can happen is you have a video where the audio is off slightly and you have to actually move the audio. That takes
Yes.
time like a month.
Yeah. Yeah. And even just like watching your own porn, sometimes you're like either you're really happy about it or you're self-critical, and sometimes I decide like, damn, I should have done this, or I don't really like this part, but that just inspires me for next time. Okay, well, I want to kind of adjust a little bit. I'm definitely a perfectionist. I'm a Virgo. Hey, Virgo gang. So, we really are into that detail. And so, yeah, sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I don't like the audio in this. So I take that audio out of that little tiny clip. But it's just like you have to really take time to listen to it all, watch it all, and make sure it's just so.
True, true. Now, some of the things that happens in this business that girls start what I call pocket watching, and they start questioning themselves because they see another girl making more money than them, and wondering what's going on with them. Now, you being new, you said that you haven't been making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how much be it that you, because the difference between you and a lot of these girls is that you was a on the walk into this because you had your own salon. You
Right.
feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
because of this, that help you not pocket watch and start wishing that, damn it, I wish I had what she had type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a lot of that with girls.
Um, yeah, there's a lot of that in the hair world too. And the thing is I can't fuck everybody. And
So,
so, like, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So I'd rather be like empowering to somebody else, like, okay, girl, get your bag. I'm going to get mine. Let's inspire each other. Let's shout each other out. For me, it's not about the quick payout, like the large pay.
well,
I'm trying to build something that's going to be a passive income for me, something that I'll be making money while I sleep. So yeah,
she,
if I were to get on a set, what's that?
girl. I said, that's
What's
my
that?
line. I make money in my sleep.
You know, I,
Ain't that the point of why we do this?
what's that?
Ain't that the point of why we do this?
Yep, exactly. I the color green. I have green everything because I'm trying to manifest that money to me. But I understand that the quick money, or let's say like I get signed with an agency, or I get hired to do a shoe and there's like that initial check, that to me is like the extra. That's not what I'm depending on. And I think that might be the difference. You know, everybody's looking for that quick payout right away.
Yeah.
And they're not capitalizing on like who they are. They're just waiting for other people to do for them or to get them a shoe or whatever it is. But I'm just trying to build something that I'm gonna have ownership over. So I want to have my content be my content, so that I'm making money off my content. If I get a shoot, then I'm going to be excited. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be grateful, but I'm not depending on that income. And maybe that's it, is like people are just trying to compare that initial high payout. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of interaction with other girls in it that weren't uber helpful.
No, there's too much competition in the business, and if they feel they give you some cookies, that it would put you over them. You know, it ain't like guys. We give each other info. Very, very few women are willing to give the knowledge to other girls to help them because they're afraid that girl is going to outdo her.
Yep. So like Holly Hotwife and Cynthia Fix, those are two girls within like my circle of networking, like through like the swinger lifestyle. And I know Cynthia is working on a bunch of tutorial videos on how to build your OnlyFans business and what are the steps to getting into the top 5% of that. So, and she actually gave like a seminar on that. So I just surround myself with women supporting other women. I ain't got time for the petty jealousy stuff. So again, you know, I protect my energy.
You got stakes in two different industries out this motherfucker, so you ain't got time to listen to that bullshit.
It's true. It's true. And just with anything in my life, you know, I'm not going to be around people who are going to be back talking or, you know, try and destroy you behind closed doors. I'm really careful with who I give my time and energy to. And I think that just it shows in the type of support network that I have. And maybe that's kind of part of it is, you know, I'm just around people who really are rooting for the other person to succeed.
And that's real good, you know, because a lot of girls don't run into that. Because this game can be very, very cutthroat.
Well, it's young girl stuff. You know, when you're young, you don't know who you are. You're a little insecure, so you think everybody is a competition, and that's really how our society tells us: is that person's your competition. You got to be better than that person. Where we can just be great together.
Now, speaking about age, do you think you being older mentally, not just, I ain't talking about age, mentally, help better move in the game versus with young women? Because it seems like to me, women that walk into the business, you know what I'm saying, up in their years seem to have more success and move better than that of young girls. Do you think your experience helped you with this business?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I went through a lot of the pendulum swing of identity, sexual identity, over the last 5 years within the swinger community. So I really feel like I've you know swung very extreme, you know, until I found that center. And so I like several years ago, but I just wasn't ready to get into it. And so I wanted to know that I was going to hit the ground running. I wanted to know that I was going to be confident in it, and I just wasn't at that time. So I guess it just has to do with when you're younger, and it's not like talking down to younger women at all. It's just you have to go through the ups and downs of life to really figure out who you are, what your motivation is, what your goals are. For sure, I think there's some benefit to having that under your belt. And really, if you're not looking at it for that quick payout, like you're desperate for some money right away, and you're looking at it, I'm really working to build a foundation that I'm going to be able to base my financial life on in the future. Like, I know it's going to take 10 or 15 years to really make something solid. Then that really changes how you come into anything in life.
Okay. Yeah. So when you shoot with these other talents and when you do content, how much you think about variety and coming up with different type scenes and stuff? Because I also saw that you did a schoolgirl scene,
Yeah.
like that, and because a lot of times girls get stuck into that fuck scene, and it's the same type scene but different male talent, different video.
Yeah.
Straight fuck this, that, and third. So to me, you take a lot of pride into coming up with scenes. So tell me, what is your thought process and your creative process when you come up with the scenes that you do with the guys you work with?
Yeah. I grew up doing theater, drama, and stuff like that. So a lot of this dressing up, it's all very close to my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
In the I'm like, hey, so what's your vibe? Like, what's the kind of, and usually they're like, well, what do you need for your content? And I'm like, okay, well, here's the color scheme that I want to do, or here's like, but Trey, the real big, he actually was the one who was like, let's do like a kitchen scene kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, I'll go get an apron and let's get to it. And that was really, and the schoolgirl one, that was the study buddy one. Those were the first, feel like we really, no, actually, True Love, Hefner, the first shoot, he's like, okay, it's going to be like, it's a Tinder date, whatever. So that was, but I was just so green in that one. So I didn't feel like I had a very good banter or ad-libbing for it. So I really got into character with the schoolgirl in the kitchen one and with Trey. So that one, you kind of just feel it out with the person. I know with Ace Hard, what would you want to do? And I was like, well, I've got all this bondage stuff. You use a little whip thing or like handcuff. Yeah, I've not done that. So that was fun. I think it just happens to, it kind of comes before you shoot. Like, okay, what are we going to do? People just want to go.
Yeah, because to me, I think variety is the spice of life, and you can't pigeonhole yourself into one thing to a certain extent because you don't want to bore your fans. A lot of times, these girls be doing the same shit, and then their money go down. They wonder what happened. But then when they just change something, whether they do a role play scene, or they do a threesome scene, or they do a girl scene, their shit back up. Period.
Yep.
So that's what I like about you, because you don't give me the same shit twice for what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna give you as much as my brain can come up with. Yeah, I'll try my hardest to be variety. My favorite thing to do is like POV BJ. I just love giving blowjobs, but so I'll try to get.
I'm going to bring you back on the show so we can discuss your BJ technique for sure.
I might have to do a how-to video, like maybe like a scene where I'm showing like a young girl how she needs to suck dick. That might be a cool shoot.
Yeah, because to me it's like the sensual dick suck is being lost. You know, no one makes love to sucking anymore. It's face fuck, face fuck, face fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like people don't realize that, especially when we filming, they want to see how much of that girth you're taking. They want to see the
Yeah.
girl enjoy the dick as she's sucking, whatever. And I see you make it a point
Yes.
to make love to dick while you're sucking. You know, period. And
Oh yes.
you know how you
I
also make.
even
No, go ahead. Go ahead. What you about to say?
oh, I even like to draw dicks, like the dick pics that I get. I create art from them. I just love penis. It's so great. It's but yeah, Troy Francisco and Miss J Fucks. I don't know if you've seen a lot of their content, but she's so sexy the way that she sexes dick, and I feel like people are really starting to be like, oh wait, I do like the way that looks.
Yeah. Because I'm sorry, ain't nothing enjoying sucking dick, and she just made it look sexy. It's like
Oh yeah.
hypnotized versus I'm seeing her getting face fucked. I'm scrolling up. I'm like, I don't want to see that fucking shit, man.
Well,
She look like she was banging.
I mean, some guys like that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, to me, I know that guys like it, but the broader audience wants that sensual. You know,
yeah.
just like everyone talk about reality porn. No, the broader audience, the people that are going to spend the most money, they want reality-based fantasy.
Yep.
You feel what I'm coming from? Like with the
Yeah.
schoolgirl, the study
Yeah.
bus. You know,
Well,
period.
and even like a POV, I think that's really popular because people can like imagine that it's them in the video, like they're the ones videotaping it. So I think if you pepper it in with a lot of different types of camera techniques and angles, and then just I don't know, like people are going to be excited because they can put themselves in that video with you, and that's really the draw of porn, right? Is they're fantasizing that they're a part of that situation.
That girl tweeted the other day. She said the point of porn is for you to imagine fucking somebody you can.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
I was watching this boy girl. She was getting pounded. She had on a bonnet. I said, "Boo boo, why do you think a dude want to see you getting fucked with a bonnet and his wife wear one? His whole point of watching you because he ain't getting none from his wife. So he want a fantasy. He had a bonnet every fucking day. Got them looking like she about to go hunting when she go to sleep out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They want
Oh, the
to
bonnet. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who would like that.
I mean,
Like, you
it's a
want.
different part of a scene. Like if y'all in the shower, he just came home from work, he jumped in the shower type situation. But if y'all just
Yes.
do this scene, and every time I look up, you got a bonnet. You doing a solo with a bonnet. You know, it's kind of like girls don't take the initiative to be creative nowadays. It's kind of like because the game became so normalized, people think it's easy to get in and easy to do. You know, period. They
Well,
don't understand that this game is harder than you would ever believe.
yeah. It just takes a lot of time and investment. Like I was saying, there's so much out there where it's just kind of open, raunchy, like out there. And that's why I want to have like a different creative twist to it, or a different creative vibe to it. So it's like not anything, or maybe it's something that they've seen, but it has just a little Eliza Rae to it, peppered in there, sprinkled on top.
That's what I'm talking about, baby girl. So when the
Yeah.
OnlyFans fiasco went down, what was your thought?
When the what?
When the OnlyFans fiasco went down, what was your thoughts?
Well, that's funny because I was just getting started. And so I was like, well, shit, I guess OnlyFans isn't going to be the jam. But I wasn't really too worried about it because everybody that I chatted with was like, it's not really, there's other ways to make money.
Yeah.
So
Because I
they're
was
like,
in
there's other platforms.
about how much OnlyFans dominated their pay stream, even though they may have had other platforms. You know, period.
Yep.
Speak to the importance of diversity, finding other, platforms and diversing and finding ways to make money outside the business.
Right. Well, I know some couples who are doing OnlyFans in the swinger setting, and they like some people have bought houses with the money that they're making on there. They're shooting constantly. They're shooting every weekend. They're putting content out, 10 times a day, and they're making 10,000 or more a month. So I can understand why they were freaking out a little bit, but I like barely even set up my only like I was like, huh, okay.
So
But
you
I
had
had
no stake
several
in the fight to
people.
begin with.
What's that?
I said you had no
What's
stake in the fight to begin with because you were just starting.
right, exactly. And I had enough people in my conversational, circle who were like, it'll be fine. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna continue um, trying to build content until they figure it out, which they did. They were like, oh, okay.
Which is
they had
interesting because
they
they
had
never said
regret.
they won't gonna not do it. They said they suspended it because
Mm-hmm.
they saw how much money they were about to lose because they didn't realize the power of the content creator. That when we leave,
Mm-hmm.
the money leaves too because the fans follow us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Period. Seeing that, how did it make you feel for your future as a content creator?
Well, I do think that they lost a lot of their trusted loyalty, and people are definitely, I think it was good because it shook it up enough to where people are like, oh shit, I need to be somewhere, I need to be on all these different platforms because I can't have all my eggs in one basket. And so, if anything, it was good to know for investing so much into OnlyFans. That being said, like it's definitely a good place for me. I'm loving it. But if it were to go away, like if they decide to, I'll I'm confident that I'll have enough set up on other
Yeah, because
sites
everything
that
I was
I'll be
telling
good to go.
girls is that you promote the other sites as hard as you do your OnlyFans, even though that's gotta be making as much money as OnlyFans. Because one is better to have than eight. Because I'd rather have 5 checks than one. That's just me.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
if the OnlyFans, because it's been sites that before OnlyFans that shut down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't know who they are because you probably don't remember, like Rue.com that was the only thing that was OnlyFans. And that got shut down. It was
Oh.
another site that got shut down. X2, excuse me, not X2. I think it was another site that was about to shut down. You know, plus, all these sites are now changing. You know, the way they accept content and changing the paperwork for
Right.
content and the way that you submit the content. You know, period. So it's kind
But
of
I'm
like,
not mad about that. I'm not mad about all of the hoops that I have to go through to make sure that everybody in the shoot in the video is on board and they've given consent to it being posted because I've had a video of myself put out there for 3 years that I had no control over. Somebody
yeah,
else posted it. They were making money off of it. I wasn't. And if they would have been so dedicated to, making sure that the model consent form was signed, then that wouldn't have been out there. And also, I wouldn't have known how popular my blowjob skills would have been. I may not have been like, oh, let me start in the porn industry.
so a mistake that was happened and a mishap, distrust turned into a fucking career for this sexy lady. What that tell?
I sure hope it's going to be a pretty long career, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm seeing, baby girl, you already on your way to go status, baby. I'm smelling 10
Yeah.
years because I'll still be talking to you in 10 years because you'll be a regular smoke buddy on the podcast for sure. I guarantee you for 10 years from now, you're going to be sitting here screaming all the way. You're going to be screaming. People going to be screaming your name, and you're going to be the next Sarah J. I'm saying you're going to be the
Oh,
next Sarah J.
okay.
You know, period.
All
Which I
right.
had the pleasure of interviewing. And it wouldn't surprise me
What's that?
that she might follow you one day. I had the pleasure of interviewing Sarah J, who was basically the mother of her and Lisa Ann is the mother of interracial porn. Because they were the girls that pretty much spearheaded it before it was cool.
Yep.
So it was surprised me that she give you a call, you end up, filming for Wildside Productions. That's it. I'm pretty sure she's gonna listen to this podcast. But but like I said, I mean, to me, for what I'm saying, what drawn you was your look, the way your stuff looked. That's it. This lady's doing shit at a high level. When you told me you only started, man, I said, damn, this chick, yeah, she's been here before. You know what I'm saying? Because if anyone
I
look
watch
at
a
you,
lot of porn.
yeah, it's, but it's not even just that. It's just for a person that's just coming into business. You have a professional look. You continue to stay on brand with your professional look, and you look like a sex symbol, not a OnlyFans girl. Let's make the distinction here. You look like a porn star. You move as a porn star. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
you. When you told me that you ain't done no major work, you only done content trade, blew my fucking mind, because I'm like, well, you should have been major stars. God damn, what the fuck? I'm surprised Braves ain't called. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but that's where the money is where you own your own content. So
yeah, because even back when I started, that what they were telling me to tell my girls. Y'all start your own shit. And back then, girls didn't even want to start their own site. Now, you ain't shit unless you got OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Even the girls coming in, automatically get OnlyFans. Period. So, or immediately start, creating content. It's just, and two, what's going to make you stand out is all the content that's coming out now is not that great, not professional grade, but yours is. And because it's 10 years ago, you might have got gobbled up because everybody was shooting professional style.
Right.
It's
Yep.
Yeah, you're standing out because you're the minority versus the majority. Did you notice that?
The minority?
Yeah. That you have professional looking shit compared to everybody. Because, let's keep it 100, because when we keep it 100 on here, I can scroll down. I see amateur. I get to you, professional pics, professional looking video. You know how many girls in the industry have that look? It's probably less than 10%. Which makes you stand out. That's why you notice that.
I'm a visual learner, so like I love Chrissy Mack, and I look at what she puts out there. I look at Kendra Lust, and I see what she's got out there, and actually I kind of feel like Kendra Lust and I the dark hair and stuff, like we have a similar look. And she kind of looks like this uppity little white woman, and you don't realize like what a freak she is in the sheets. Like on the streets she'd look like prim and proper. So I think that's kind of a similar vibe.
Yo, I was like, God, when I was in the business as a talent, she was like a dream shoot for me. And I know that now you would be a dream shoot for me, so I already will tell you that.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to steal somebody's style, but I definitely am learning from other people and just really working out what works for me and what doesn't.
And you did a very good job, I may say.
Thank you, sir.
Very few women I sit here and say that I would consider coming out of retirement for. She's on that short list, ladies and gentlemen. Short list.
Okay.
There's less than 10 people, so we can just let
you know. Awesome.
With you. Will you come back for more episodes?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me too. This was fun.
No doubt. So tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, right now you can find me on OnlyFans at, oh gosh, see, I don't even know my own handle, at the Eliza Rae. And you can find me, I guess, on Linktree. that will have all of my links. And that one is, wow, I'm so professional with this. I didn't realize you were going to ask me that. Where is my Linktree account?
I got you right here. The Eliza Rae Linktree.
Oh yeah, the Eliza Rae. There it is.
Otherwise, look Google for Eliza Rae. You'll find everything. She's Google for that.
Yep.
Then when you go to big time, when you can tell motherfuckers, Google me, motherfucker. Just Google me.
Google me. Google me and oogle me.
I've enjoyed this. I can't wait to bring you back for later episodes. You definitely for my Patreon, we will a porn tale life before the camera. You know, Patreon, we can really give it up and really get into it. And with that episode, what we do, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly shit that we done had in our career. And life being a Pornstar in front of the camera. So I hope to bring you back for that, as well as for all you people that haven't subscribed yet, you need to go subscribe now to the special premium smoke section of this podcast. I will bring her back to an episode for that as well as the Smoke Buddy episode. So you might as well go ahead and say you're officially a Smoke Buddy for the Smokers Lounge.
Hey. It's an honor.
She just gaining more honors. Now she's a Smoke Buddy. Top-notch hairstylist. What more? This girl is like an onion, man. She got more layers than the motherfucker onion, I swear.
Oh, I sing and play the piano too.
and she gonna do a hook on one of my songs.
Okay. Send me over the demo.
Oh, most definitely. So with that being said, people, life is a learning experience. What's the point of experiencing and learning things? Smoke this over. Thank you for coming, baby.
Thank you for having me. Bye.